Right now, you are standing on a rock flying through space at 67,000 miles per hour, orbiting a star that's one of 100 billion stars in a galaxy. That's one of trillions of galaxies. And here's the part that should scare you a little. Everything you've ever known, every war, every empire, every love story, every dream, all of it happened on a tiny speck, so small that from far enough away, it disappears completely. Tonight, we are going to zoom out, past the moon, past Mars, past the edge of our solar system, beyond the Milky Way, until Earth isn't even a dot anymore. And by the end of this video, your brain is going to struggle to process just how unbelievably huge the universe really is. Let's begin. Let's start close to home. Picture this. You are standing on Earth, looking up at the moon on a clear night. That glowing orb is about 238,900 miles away on average. Yeah, I'm using miles here because, let's face it, that's how we roll in these states. That's far enough to fit all the planets in our solar system between Earth and the moon, lined up like cars in rush hour traffic on the I-405. If you hopped in your car and drove at a steady 60 miles per hour, no stops for in and out burgers, it'd take you around 160 days to get there. That's like driving non-stop from January to June. But here's the cool part. We've actually done it. 12 American astronauts, thanks to NASA's Apollo program, have walked on that dusty surface. During the Apollo missions, humans traveled farther from Earth than ever before, a record that still stands today. A proud moment in American history that showed the world what Yankee ingenuity can achieve. From the moon, Earth looks tiny, like a blue marble floating in the void. And get this, because light travels at 186 miles per second, it takes about 1.3 seconds for a signal to go from the moon to Earth. That's why those old Apollo transmissions had that slight delay. No instant FaceTime in space. Now, let's crank it up a notch and head to Mars. On average, the red planet is about 140 million miles from Earth. That's roughly 600 times farther than the moon. At its farthest, it's over 250 million miles away, like tracking 1000 moon trips end to end. If you are an astronaut on Mars, shout out to NASA's Perseverance rover and the upcoming Artemis missions. Sending a message back to mission control in Houston would take up to 20 minutes each way. Imagine needing help in an emergency. Houston, we have a problem, and then waiting 40 minutes round trip for advice. That's why self-reliance is key in space exploration, much like the pioneer spirit that built the American West. From Mars, Earth looks like a faint star, barely visible. Elon Musk and SpaceX are pushing to get us there, with dreams of colonizing it. But think about the scale. Voyager probes aside, we've only sent rovers so far. Mars rovers like Curiosity have driven about 50 miles total. That's less than a marathon runner covers in a race. Speaking of probes, let's talk about Voyager 1, launched by NASA in 1977. The year Star Wars hit theaters and changed American pop culture forever. This little spacecraft is now over 15 million miles from Earth, or about 160 times the distance to the Sun. It's the farthest thing we've ever sent out there, zipping along at 38,000 miles per hour. In 1990, at Carl Sagan's request, that brilliant American astronomer who hosted Cosmos and made science cool for everyone, Voyager turned its camera back toward home and snapped the famous pale blue dot photo. Earth, just a tiny pixel in the vast blackness. Sagan's words hit hard. Look again at that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. Want it everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. He goes on about every hero and coward, every king and peasant. It's a reminder that in the grand scheme, we are all in this together. As Americans, we love our underdog stories, from the Revolutionary War to Silicon Valley startups. Voyager embodies that, a plucky probe exploring the unknown, carrying a golden record with Chuck Berry's Johnny B. Good to represent American rock and roll to any aliens out there. Okay, now we are leaving the solar system behind. distances get so big. We switch to light years. The distance light travels in a year, about 5.88 trillion miles. The nearest star, Proxima Centauri, is 4.24 light years away. Voyager, it take over 73,000 years to get there, driving at 60 miles per hour. Forget it, we are talking millions of years. Imagine if Christopher Columbus had set sail knowing the New World was that far. Exploration has always been part of human history, from wooden ships to space telescopes. Proxima has a planet in the habitable zone. Proxima b, could there be life? NASA's James Webb Space Telescope, launched in 2021, is helping us peek. But remember, any signal from there would take over 4 years to reach us. No quick chats with ET. Zoom out further. Our solar system is just one tiny part of the Milky Way galaxy, which spans 100,000 light years across and packs it at least 100 billion stars. That's more stars than people who've ever lived on Earth. Mind blown yet. From a dark sky spot like Yellowstone National Park, you can see about 2,500 stars with the naked eye, but the galaxy's full glory, hidden by light pollution in cities like LA or Chicago, are radio signals. Things broadcasts from the first superblow in 1967 have only reached a bubble about 110 light years out. Beyond that, aliens wouldn't know about the Beatles, Michael Jordan, or the iPhone. The Milky Way center, 26,000 light years away, with a supermassive black hole called Sagittarius A star. Thanks to American Light Event Horizon Telescope, we got the first photo in 2019, another win for US science. Now, galaxies clustered together. The Milky Way is in the local group, about 10 million light years wide, with neighbors like Andromeda, which is barreling toward us at 250,000 miles per hour, set to collide in 4 billion years. No worries, stars are so spread out. It's like two swarms of bees merging without stinging. Zoom out to the Virgo Supercluster, 100 galaxy groups, 110 million light years across. Then Laniakea, our home supercluster, Hawaiian for immense heaven, 520 million light years wide with 100,000 galaxies. The observable universe, everything we can see, stretches 93 billion light years in diameter, holding at least 2 trillion galaxies. That's 10 times more galaxies than people on Earth right now, more stars than grains of sand on all US beaches combined, from Miami to Malibu. But wait, the universe doesn't stop there. Due to expansion, parts are receding faster than light, forever hidden. Cosmic inflation theory. Some estimates suggest the full universe could be vastly larger, possibly many orders of magnitude beyond what we can see. So yeah, the universe is bigger than we can even comprehend. And somehow we are here, able to explore it, question it, and see what's out there. If this journey blew your mind, hit that like button, drop your thoughts below, and subscribe for more deep dives like this. Until next time, keep looking up.